How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here, and I'm going to make my predictions on the next 4 MSPs along with the 2 ultimate MSPs for the NHL draft event. Tomorrow, guys, we'll be getting these released, and we'll see how many I get right. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, and let's hop into the video right now. Starting off first with Erik Johnson, first overall pick from a long time ago. And, you know, Erik Johnson hasn't gotten a card in a long time, so I think Johnson could make a lot of sense. He is the draft from 2006 from the St. Louis Blues. It's crazy how long ago that was. Erik Johnson still hanging around the league. Probably going to be back on the Flyers, I've seen people say next year. But anyway, enough of me babbling. Erik Johnson at 6'4", 225 pounds, right-handed defenseman. That seems to be a very intriguing card potentially. I really need a good right-handed defenseman, so I would actually make Erik Johnson straight up. I would, most certainly. I think Johnson would be an amazing card. I don't know what his speed would be, his excel and all that, but I mean, as a 97 overall, you'd think it'd be pretty useful, and at least 96, 97 speed-ish on him. I think Johnson would be absolutely fantastic. So we'll see if I'm right on that one, but my first guess is Erik Johnson. Next up on the list is Steven Stamkos. Stamkos has not received an MSP this year. Just because you do receive an MSP, though, does not mean you can't get another one. We've seen with our favorite guy, Brian Leetch, has gotten multiple MSPs this year, so that's not a guarantee that, you know, you're not going to get another card if you do. But of course, Steven Stamkos has not gotten one, so that makes it even more possible, I would say, and likely that he does get a card. So Steven Stamkos, his highest rated card is a 94 overall right now. I believe maybe he might have a little bit of a higher overall. I think he might have like a junior card as well. But regardless, Stamkos from the draft, of course, of 2008. It would make sense. It really would. I feel like Stamkos is due for a elite and electric card. I would love it. Stamkos always plays so well in game. The only downside of Stamkos cards these days is they actually nerfed his height. I don't know if it was last year or whatever year it was, but Stamkos used to be like 6'2", I think, or at least 6'1". Now he's 6 foot 182, which is not bad, obviously, but he would be awesome, Stamkos. I mean, you could play him at center, wing. Obviously, if he's 97 overall, probably have max faceoff, so that'd be insane as well. And his abilities, you'd hope for like a gold, maybe 1T or something would make sense. Unstoppable force would be pretty decent to have on him as well. And yeah, born leader would make sense as well. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think. Stamkos, I think, would be a great option as well. Next up, we got Jack Hughes. I know people right away are saying, Henreek, come on. How many cards is Jack Hughes going to get? How many Devils cards are going to be? You know what I find funny? A lot of people think that EA releases all these Devils cards because of me. You know, I don't think that's the case. I mean, I don't talk to EA like that on a regular basis. They're not telling me, hey, Henreek, you want this Devils card? That's not really how it works. I mean, I wish I could get it, but I mean, yeah, there has been a lot of Devils cards this year, but I have no influence on that, guys. I don't want you to start thinking that, you know, I mean, obviously, I've been influenced on why Devils cards are getting, you know, cards nonstop. It's not the case. But anyway, enough of me babbling. Jack Hughes, 5'11", 175. Of course, he would have maxed out speed. Yes, he's undersized, 5'11", 175, but I mean, a lot of guys can be 5'11" and still be a pretty good card in HUT these days. And of course, from 2019, I feel like they've done a lot of recent first overall picks as well from this event. So that's another interesting thing. That's why I'm not really trying to, you know, go back and like say, oh, what about Owen Nolan, right? Or Pierre Turgeon, right? I mean, it's possible. Maybe they did like the newer ones for the first week, and then the second week will be some of the older first overall picks. It's certainly a possibility, but I think they're kind of keeping this event more so like with the recent times, but who knows? Jack Hughes, though, absolutely would be a fun card, but obviously if you have his team of the season, they won't be really that good, but, you know, listen, it's just an option. It's just an option and a guess from me, so Jack Hughes could be another possible first overall pick card they go with. Then we got next up Rick Nash. I think Nash would be a lot of fun. I understand he's a team builder card, but as I've mentioned, guys, just because they've had MSPs, team builders, I think you throw all that out the window this year. I feel like there's really not like a pattern really when it comes to that. Rick Nash, of course, from the 2002 draft. This would be the oldest player on the list in terms of, like, you know, the era they played in, of course. But Rick Nash, definitely a fun card to use. 6'4", 211. I mean, give him goal unstoppable force again. You know, that I'd be down with as well. Nash, I mean, his team builder card was very good as well. I mean, he gave him speed boost, so he had 97 speed, 95 excel. Nash hasn't really gotten a card in a little while now as well, so I think this is still his highest rated card, Rick Nash, so he definitely could use another card. I don't think people would be like, oh my god, another Rick Nash. I mean, it's not like Nash just gets cards like all the time either, so I wouldn't have a problem with Rick Nash getting another card. Just give him the right abilities. He'll have a great card. It'll probably be like 98 speed, probably not 99. He's 6'4", right? They're not really giving 99 speed to, you know, huge players at least yet, but I think Rick Nash would definitely be a fun one to use, and just one that I think, you know, for the older crowd, I guess. For the ultimate MSPs, I think Owen Power would be a great one. I really do. So I'm assuming the ultimate MSPs will be a little bit higher overall than the regular ones. So probably 98 overall, I would say, but we'll see. 6'6" Owen Power at 98 overall would have pretty much close to max speed and shot, pretty much close to max every stat with synergies, I'm assuming. So that would be an absolute ton of fun to use him. 6'6", 218. Give him like gold shutdown. Oh my, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Give me elite edges, someone like that would be nice. Quick pick would be fine as well. There's so many different cards, so many different abilities you can give this card that would make him absolutely insane. I mean, his Owen Power at 95 overall is even a really good card, so imagine him at 98, right? I think it makes sense. It's obviously one of the newer draft picks, right? Of course, from 2021. It just would make sense to me. Obviously, I could be wrong. I mean, I could be wrong with all of these. I could be literally wrong with every single pick in this video today, but you know what? It's a fun little exercise. And of course, I want you guys to let me know who you think as well is going to be a part of this. But I think he's going to be one of the ultimate MSPs. And again, what you guys have to do for that is you need to trade in all 8 of the 87 MSPs. You do not need to max them out to 97 overall to trade it in. That would be absolutely psychotic. So no, you do not need to do that. Just keep that in mind. But Owen Powers is my first ultimate MSP. And for the last one, I have to go with Uri Slafkovsky. So Slafkovsky would be another fun card as well. 6'3", 238 pounds. I think it would absolutely be an insane card. And I know Canadian fans would love that. They'd hop into Hut, be like, oh my god, I get my Slafkovsky card. No doubt. He'd be an absolute blast to use, have unreal speed, unreal excel, great shot. Slafkovsky always does play well in HUD as well. I haven't really used him too many times, but the times that I have, I can say for a fact that he has been a blast to use, and I think no doubt about it, Slafkovsky is a guy that I could absolutely see getting the ultimate MSPs, and really, all these guys, they could definitely get an MSP, but all these guys could also not get an MSP. So there's really just a lot of variables when it comes to these cards, right? I mean, I'm not 100% certain on these cards. I have a feeling about Johnson for some reason, just because we need a good right D. Hasn't really been one in a little bit, but I'm not really too confident in Jack Hughes. I'm not too confident in Nash. Stamkos, I think, is a pretty good bet as well. Power, I think, is definitely going to get a card as well. I'd be pretty surprised if he didn't get one. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm excited to see what comes out tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see him. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Please make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you have not already. Let me know what you guys think is going to come out tomorrow. What will be the selection of MSPs? What 6 are we getting? What are going to be the ultimate MSPs? I'm certainly interested to see what you guys think. Those guys, I'll see you all in the next video.